The Spotty Pig by Dick King Smith and pictures by Mary Wormell. How ugly spots are, Peter said, the spotty piglet to his friend, the cat named Joe. All through the summer, Peter lay in the sun. If my spots fade, he thought, no one will notice them. At the end of summer, he asked Joe, "Can you still see my spots?" "Sure," said Joe. "You've grown a little bigger, and they've grown a little bigger too." "Oh, brush my bristles," cried Peter. All through autumn, Peter rolled in the fallen leaves. If I'm really dirty, he thought, no one will notice my spots. At the end of autumn, he asked Joe, "Can you still see my spots?" "You betcha," said Joe. "You've grown quite a bit bigger, so they're quite a bit bigger too." "Twirl my tail," cried Peter. All through winter, Peter played in the snow. Perhaps I can freeze my spots, he thought, and then they'll all turn white and no one will notice them. At the end of winter, he asked Joe, "Have my spots gone?" "You must be joking," said Joe. "You've grown much bigger, and so your spots have grown much bigger too." "Oh, shiver my shanks," cried Peter. All through the spring, Peter stood in the rain. Perhaps I can wash off my spots, he thought, and then no one will ever see them again. At the end of the spring, he asked Joe, "Now have my spots gone?" "Listen, Sonny," said the cat. "You are now a very large pig, and you are covered with very large spots." "Oh, no," shouted Peter. "Shuffle my snout and tweak my trotters. I'll never get rid of my spots." "I hope you don't," said a voice from behind him. "They suit you." Peter spun around to see a beautiful young pig. She too was covered with spots. "Oh," thought Peter, "perhaps the spots aren't so bad after all." "My name," said the young pig, "is Penny. How do you do?" "Oh, very well, thank you," said Peter joyfully. You've taken a weight off his mind," purred Joe. From then on, Peter and Penny spent their days together, doing all the things that pigs do. Until the day Penny gave birth to 13 piglets. Look at that. "Well, bless my piggy eyes," called Peter to his friend Joe. "Just look at these babies. Spotted something about them, have you noticed?" said Joe. "Yes," said Peter. "How beautiful spots are." The end.